So we up. Week 4. BC coming in. She'll be light work. They 79 overall. Coming off the win over Notre Dame. Clemson, Louisville. Duke, Georgia Tech, and SMU are all undefeated. Oh, Boston College undefeated too. They haven't played any conference games though. So let's get this. I think we're gonna do the Army uniform. Let's see what they wear. But they got the bandanas on. Yeah, they only wear that at home. Bandana jerseys for at home. Let's go. I'm ready to fatigue joints.
Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back looking for help. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Eagles offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these 2 quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QB.
Let's go.
Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast.
Sir.
Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage
He
of
asking
this
to go for
opportunity.
it.
And I think Reese hit it
He
right there,
go
too.
for it.
The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that
Get out of there, Matt.
1-0
Get out of there.
step to get into that championship.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display.
All right, different people.
Sweet return there.
We got a couple of games to find some new play. Get tackled by the punter, Mallet.
The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. First down and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle.
Oh, no.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up. 16.
And they had to square in. In and out route over there. Locked in. Throw it now. He played both routes.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time. Shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative.
Short dude.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. It's Harris.
Oh.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw.
Screen.
Setting up the screen. There he goes.
Oh. Nice play, Paul.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
You know my plays, dog.
Boston College wants to play fast. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back into play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
The play action fake. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Brought down at the 28, a chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Got it behind the line. It's Tyson. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Golden Eagles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll sneak it.
We're trying to get up there.
The Golden Eagles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. And he will score! Touchdown, Eagles!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Skips away from pressure. Connection to the right. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the break. Boston College has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats.
-5 rest of it.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down, looking for more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught behind the line. It's Fleming. And And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Dampier. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete to the left. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
In the red area, it's Hardy. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Turning it on. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kings!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Let's go.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. You can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
It's 79 overall. At some point, they got to make some mistakes.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Makes the grab, it's Bolden. Hard-hitting tackle.
I coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
What are these talking kids?
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Gray. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. DB's right up on the receivers. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Wilkins. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Wants to throw again. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Here we go again. It's froze. Won't let me call nothing, man.
The offense quickly calls
hurry up and call
timeout to
the
stop
play,
the clock.
man. It freezes.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Fires to the middle. Got him in the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was.
Let me call the play.
Get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
To the ground with the back.
Keep going.
Inside the 30. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half, and it's a first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Deep shot for the end zone.
Touchdown.
And he will
Oh, holding.
Now, will it count as we check out the water on the field? And oh, that one hurt.
Oh, come on. What, he yanked him? What they calling it after this? I thought he held him right there. They calling it right there. I'm gone. Thought I was over the line of scrimmage.
Have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play.
So I can't keep it.
Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answers so far. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Would have had 2 times.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half.
This is
and a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. A little screen to the running back. Past the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38. These guys are on the move.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get
a shot toward the end zone.
Oh, come on,
that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can actually catch.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Oh, another interception.
Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
All right,
And that is
he's
elite
done.
third down defense. First of all, you get him in third
See
and
what
long,
Avery
and then
can do.
you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a... I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. Third in California to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it. They get the big pick.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh,
Catch in
Lord,
the
beat
middle.
both
It's
of y'all.
open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Hey, beat both of y'all. This dude ain't that. I mean, what are we doing? Who got outside? Who got inside? I gotta determine that.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Looking for space. It's Tyson. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Boston College. They take the lead with the 6.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss. And show it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Army. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hurricanes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the gun to give, looking for room. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Slings it downfield.
Oh, my God. Now he can't throw
make the connection.
Yeah, and sometimes
wide open, bro.
Just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle?
It's the ball.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Throws to the wideout.
Oh,
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the
get him,
drive.
man.
Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
The give out of the gun. Can't
Oh,
get it to
Lord.
the ground. They finally wrestled out.
Who was that?
but not before
Boys, he got ran over like that.
valuable ground.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Caught over the middle. It's Bolden.
Oh,
That's about as
pressing.
close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
BC back to work after picking up the 1st down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a few yards.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It is perfect. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run play action. He fires one deep down the
Oh
right
my
side.
God, I just picked again.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Johnson looking to throw. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Give to Brown. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Fires on the move. A strike downfield. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Yes.
And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this.
And they will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Yes, Steve.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
You have a foot in. Now don't do that.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure.
Very safe, boy.
Looking for the tie with the extra point.
That was 4th down, too.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Arkansas State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 31 to Kennesaw State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilkins. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. This Boston College offense has it working.
I can get no
To
pressure.
the air on 1st down. Punch it out of the air.
Sacks.
The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Keeps it on the draw. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Johnson wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Wide receiver going in motion. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Snag in the middle. It's Wilson. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Nice move to keep running. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. Got the 1st down and more. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Miami.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's lined up perfectly. He'll need to kick it right down the boulevard for the win. Didn't make him
That was way too hard, bro.
They have grabbed the lead, and
That was way too hard. 1 second. Come on, bro.
It is a nerve-wracking
The time ran out.
Player when the game comes down to your kicker, and he has to come through. And Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here He drills that right through the uprights, and David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one.
Get in the locker room, bro.
Mark in their memories.
That was terrible.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career in Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played tonight.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Go back to the drum board with that. Andy. North Carolina next. Peace.